Good morning, everybody. It's your boy Steven. On my way into work, I got something new that I'm working on that I'm going to reveal shortly that I'm really excited about. And I've been working on it for a while. It's been a plan in the making for, maybe over a year. And it's something that I finally pulled the trigger on. It did take a good bit of sacrifice and a lot of work, so your boy looking a little tired, but we getting it done and I'm excited about it, and I will share it soon. But I just got out of Bible study, and in Bible study, we were talking about, it was in Numbers, I believe, and how we're supposed to pour into others, with the knowledge that we're learning. So it's like, if we are learning something, right, we're becoming better and we're feeding on the word ourselves, and we don't help others to learn in that word or grow in that word, then it's sinful, right? And so at least that's what I've learned this morning in Bible study. If it's wrong, someone correct me. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to get it right. But in being said that, there's this thing called everyone's talking about these YNs out here these days. And if those of us who know right from wrong and who know a little bit better, or those of us even who may know one better way, two better ways, whatever, we are responsible for pouring into our youth. This term YN is kind of like, it's disturbed me. I have to admit, it's disturbed me a bit, because I didn't even know what it meant for a while. I'm one of them people, I'm late to the party. So I learned what the term YN meant, and I was like, oh my, where'd this come from? All this, I don't know where all these words come from. I guess it's my age, y'all. I'm 42 years old now, and things is coming up on your boy pretty quick. But when we talk about YNs, and I'm like, oh no, man. And then I look at social media and I see, people crashing out on social media. Yeah, I'm still up to date, crashing out. You can't be out of touch, and you got to know the words. But you see people crashing out, stealing Hellcats, stealing Scat Packs, and crashing them, and running from the police, and shooting each other in broad daylight with street sweepers. I'm not saying that this stuff never happened back in the day, or people didn't partake in certain activities. That's not what I'm here to say. But what I'm here to say is, now we've labeled each other, people calling, YNs. It's like, oh, you're a YN. These YNs these days, And I was like, oh, man, yeah, it's pretty tough out here, And it is. And I'm not condemning anybody or anyone who labels, but because judging is not my job at all. Trust me, judging is not my job. I got enough baggage. But when we think about it, are we the problem? Are we like labeling? Are we giving these young guys a chance? So I have a challenge. I have a YN challenge. So my YN challenge is, instead of calling them YNs, how about, or we can call them YNs, but change the meaning to young networkers. Because regardless of color, race, or anything, all young individuals deserve a chance. And it's up to us to be that chance for all these young individuals. It's up to us to lead the way. It's up to us to show them new skills. These young people are great networkers. Think about it. They're at these car meets where they're running from the police, and they got cameras and they got all this stuff. Look how great they are with technology. They can do great things, broadcast different things, right? Positive things. They can broadcast and as a news anchor, stock market, the way business is going, go around interviewing small business owners, right? They can do so many things that can gain so many attention and views, or whatever it is they're seeking. And furthermore, we gotta love on each other. I'm calling out to my brothers, get a group of guys together, man, and go shoot basketball. Get a group of young guys together and take them to get a slice of pizza. You can buy a whole pizza for like $20 and sit down and talk to the young guys about their goals in the next week or two. They don't even have to be a year ago, because that can be so far from so many people. When some people come from a walk of life where looking at next year, man, I don't know what's gonna happen next week, let alone tomorrow. So let's just keep it like simple, you know what I mean? Hey man, what you got going on for the summer, right? I was in a bounce, Big Air, one of those bounce places yesterday, the bouncy house places, you know, the trampoline park, that's what it is. And I'm in there and I paid for my kids, and I took one of the other little guys, you know, they was all getting together for, I guess, graduation celebration, you know, my kids or whatever. And one 16-year-old dude comes up to me, and I know he's 16 because I asked him how old he was after he asked me, yo, OG, can you help me get into the dodgeball? And I'm like, OG? Who you calling old? Oh, yeah, boy, they call me OG out here. I'm like, oh, Lord, something going wrong. But can I help him get into the dodgeball? And I said, well, what do you need help with, man? I mean, I didn't know if it was a signature that he needed or something, you know, for the waiver. Like, I didn't know. And he was like, well, I don't have any money. And this kid got more muscles than me. I'm working out every day. This 16-year-old boy is ripped. You hear me? And you gonna talk about you ain't got no money? Like, well, with all the muscles, you better get you some money. You know, people be having all the muscles, ain't got no money. See, you got it. It's a balance now. You know, your boy right here. You know, I be in the gym, but I gotta get that money too. So you know, it's a balance. You know, but anyway, let me be serious, guys. But I asked the kid. I said, well, why you got a job? He said, no, he don't have a job. I said, well, why you ain't got no job? 16 years old, boy, we had jobs, and some of us had 2 jobs at 16 years old. So when I hear me, the 16-year-old ain't got no job, I'm like, well, what's going on? And that just led me to think, y'all, as men, we need to step up. Women, y'all doing phenomenal. You know, but this is a cry to the brothers. All my ballers, big timers, got racks, whatever you want to call yourself. I mean, I don't know. There's so many names. I don't even know the names. I might be way off. You know, you know, you might be a young networker yourself. Like, I don't know. But all I'm saying is, let's step up and show these kids a better way. Let's get up and show these kids that, hey, man, you need to go get some income. Yeah, this kid was like, I'm a wrestler in school and to take all my time up. That's what the kid told me. I said, well, you here at Big Air right now, right? So couldn't you be like working right now, or work half the day and then come to Big Air the rest of the day? He stopped and he was like, yeah. This kid had no motivation to work. And where does money come from? It comes from working. Yeah, I get it. We all got dreams and ambitions. I got dreams and ambitions. I wrote a book, right? And I got things that I'm working on, and I get it. But I still got to work, because faith without works is dead, man. You got to eat. You know, it's not all about money, but like my mentor Les Brown says, next to oxygen, so you need it. But all I'm saying is this, y'all. Take a young networker, a YN, and this is a YN challenge. At least get yourself one young networker, one YN, and go out here and show them the way. At least tell them the way. Show them. I think we talk too much. Sometimes we do a lot of talking and not enough demonstrating, not enough showing. Pick them up and take them to the, you know, the church with you. Take them to the basketball court with you and your kids, or take them out, you know, to a movie, lunch, or anything, man. Or just sit with them on the park bench, or like I did in line, talk to them in line about, hey, man, you know, you got to get you a job, and let them know how it can be done. Maybe he's thinking that, man, just because I want to wrestle and I want to have a life, because the kid told me he ain't got no time. But if you sitting here in line waiting to play in Big Air, asking people for money, man, you got time to go to work. I mean, he could go somewhere and work part-time 4 hours, have enough money for Big Air and to get a Gatorade, because if Gatorades was $5. But yeah, he could have enough money to get both, you know what I'm saying? But y'all, this is your boy Steven. I appreciate y'all. I know this video was long, but I just want to say that God has us all here for a reason. I'm learning every day. I'm trying to get it right every day, what God's purpose is, you know, and continues to be for my life as I live. But I also know that we've got to pour into our youth, and it can't just be this, oh, they YNs. Now, we got to step up, and there's a lot of adults out here, fellas, pour into your kids. You can't run around fly looking GQ, and your kids out here looking crazy. You can't run around here GQ and got kids, and they lost. And you think you doing this and that, and you fly, and you got this and that. No, you're whack. It's really whack, y'all. And we got to step up. We got to change the narrative. Because if we don't change the narrative, it's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. And we just need love, man. Everybody needs love. So let's change the narrative. Young Networker Challenge. Reach out to one YN young networker and show them how they can become a better young networker, right? Show them how they can become great, because they're already great. We just got to pour into them a little bit. I ain't nobody's parent, I get it, but I got 2 kids and I try my darndest. I do. I try my best for my 2 children. But y'all, I'm gonna get ready to go, because your boy got to get to work and stuff like that, and get a sweat session in today at the gym. You know what I mean? I got to get it popping. But look, man, much love to everybody and respect. God bless y'all. And just remember to reach out to them. They're not white. They're young networkers, right? Let's change the narrative. And regardless of race, color, creed, we're all brothers and sisters out here. Let's get it. All right, y'all. Peace.